Not me eating raw cookie dough because it's safe to eat. I'm not usually a raw cookie dough person, but this might be it. Goblin Cookies, it's where it's at. Am I right?
Hi everyone, welcome to One Hungry Mish. It's me, Mish here. As you may know, earlier I had made some ube pie for Thanksgiving. Since then I've had the family come over. They've enjoyed it. The practice pie went well too, thankfully. And you know, I'm just enjoying now the break between family visits and having all that really good family time and time with friends to embrace even more time with friends that are local here before I head on out to go spend time elsewhere for the winter holidays. As such, I'm finally able to do something I've been talking about for a while to some folks who know me in person. So I am going to be making vegan goblin cookies today. For those of you who don't know, I really wanted to make something accessible for those who are curious about how to bake vegan. It can be hard, but thankfully with cookies it's usually pretty simple. Also, really into black garlic. Yeah, you heard me. I'm putting the molasses, slightly tangy, really messy black garlic in this because I've been eyeing doing forms of black garlic and chocolate chip cookies for a while and figured, you know, if I'm gonna lean into Goblin Core on this one, might as well make it with vegan style. Some of the friends who I've talked about Goblin Cookies for remember the Goblin part, don't remember the black garlic part, so they've asked me to keep it a surprise from them. So I'm gonna hopefully be able to get some reacts on this because people are just like, yeah, this looks interesting. Is it good? I'm like, well, I thought it was good. But genuinely, it's good to know how other people think about it. I mean, there's been some times I made some pretty sketch things and I like being honest about stuff, but it's also interesting to hear other people's responses and stuff like that. But before we get started, I'm gonna ask if you all could just hit a little like down below for the video, subscribe, leave a comment. It just really helps out with, you know, me figuring out what you're interested in. Also though, there's algorithms involved in exposure to other people, so if you do a like, you do a subscribe, all that good stuff, it helps out with that. All right, let's get started. For those of you who are familiar with some of my other cookie recipes, this shouldn't be a surprise. The main part here is veganizing, say, the butter for margarine. And then one of the other things that we'll be doing to sub this out, making sure that we have dairy-free chocolate chips. I'm using semi-sweet. I've learned in the past videos what happens when you use something a little bit more bittersweet than you're expecting. And I also have chickpeas, so I'm actually going to be using the liquid in this. That is aquafaba. You can make your own aquafaba, but people pretty much say doing it fresh like this out of a can, that's definitely an oxymoron, right? But doing it out of a can is fine. For anyone curious, this is what black garlic looks like when it is peeled. So I'm just going to rough chop this. Part of the fun of having goblin cookies is not knowing which bite is going to be more chocolate versus this. And contrary to what some people might believe, this actually isn't going to be as astringent as fresh garlic. So it undergoes the Maillard reaction to ferment into this. It's kind of what gives I was gonna say olives, onions, they're browning, steaks that char. It's just a non-oxidative, so think about when your apples turn yellow, usually something you don't like. It's the opposite of that. It's an intentional reaction that creates depth and flavor. I can't really do this one-handed, so we'll see if I can get an angle of this being chopped. Otherwise, I promise you I chopped it myself, y'all. Here's the husk, by the way. Not sure if you care to see that, but that's who we are today. Okay. Moment of truth. I say that like it's not gonna work. Aquafaba definitely works, especially when you're making cookies. So the great thing about making cookies is, I mean, who doesn't love cookie, for one? And two, don't worry, I'm not gonna waste this. Definitely gonna use this for dinner or something later for the actual chickpeas. But two, for baking cookies especially, you don't really need to worry about the leavening aspect of eggs. So eggs, yes, are a binder, but they are a little bit acidic. They do allow a little bit of structural rise. But in the case of a cookie, as long as it's not flat as a pancake, who's gonna judge you? I'm not, at the very least. And now we've hit the fun, gradually add in your dry ingredients. Also, because I realized I didn't do it, I'm gonna stop really quickly and put my oven to 350 because yikes, can't make cookies without a hot oven. Okay, it's been 30 minutes. This is what it looks like when it's chilled. The oven is preheated. I am hype. My person's on their way. So this is the wrong thing. Let's fix that. You can hear in the background, started getting a head start with my dishwashing, and I'm going to wash my hands real quick. Okay, clean hands are super important, y'all. Spoons are also important too, because I'm not confident in how controlled I can make a large cookie today. See how big this is already? This is a large spoon for reference. Yes, reference. Not doing justice. Oh well. We'll wait till I have more cookies on here. Yeah. Person coming is not my dear Allium Queen friend, but he also doesn't know what's been in these cookies, and he is always down to try my food, even though he has no idea what's in it. So hopefully these are tasty, because I think my track record for feeding delicious food may or may not be on the line here. But if you can guess, I'm using parchment paper, going to keep these about 2 inches apart, and bake these for probably no more than 10 minutes. These are big cookies, but even after being chilled, it is relatively soft. Probably has to do with the fact that, again, while the aquafaba acts as a binder, given all the ingredients I've thrown in here, maybe I could have used a little bit more aquafaba or a little bit more flour. But see, this big is going to be huge. It really was important for me to let you know how big those were, because at the end of the day, when you're told, hey, this makes 12 cookies, you want to know what kind of cookie you're getting out of this. Is this going to be some Cheez-It sized cookie, but instead of a cracker, a cookie? Is it going to be a big boy? Is it going to be a medium one? You know, you want to know what you're getting yourself into. Okay. So these are here. I'm gonna stick these in the oven, check on them in 10 minutes, again at 350 Fahrenheit. It's cookie time!
Cookie time!
No.
Is that hot?
No. Believe in you. It's a little extra brown. Cookie.
Is there chocolate?
Yeah.
I see something black. Is there garlic? The black garlic?
Why? Dang it. He guessed it right away.
I can taste it.
Do you like it?
It's very interesting. It's not bad. It's just very unique.
That's a no. Got it. Is it because it's vegan?
No. You know, I would actually have another one. It's actually good.
No, not with that half-hearted. No, it's interesting.
You gotta give me some leeway. I've never had garlic in my cookie before.
Okay, fair. I guess I'll give you leeway.
Some garlic.
Yeah. He found it right away. Dang him. Oh well. So now we know they're interesting and might get another one. Okay, guess that's all you need to know for the day.
Definitely garlic in there. I think. My nose is not great. But it tastes like caramelized.
I love how you're like, it tastes with my nose.
I mean, it smells. Here, I'm doing it.
I believe in
Are
you.
there chocolate chips in there?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, are those burnt garlic chips?
I accidentally made chewy cookies. How do you feel about this?
I don't know what I just did. There's garlic. The question is it mushed garlic or is it like canned, like sauteed garlic?
What if I told you it was neither?
It's not garlic?
It's still garlic.
Are there prunes in there?
No, I wouldn't do that to you.
What's that super chewy bit?
That's garlic.
What? I thought I ate a prune slice. I'm gonna stink later.
Allium Queen problems.
It's interesting.
You remember black
Because-
garlic?
That's black garlic? It's not chocolate chips?
There's chocolate chips too.
I want to give this because I look at it and like that's a yummy cookie looking thing. And it still tastes,
It's just very different.
yeah.
Actually, gotta do like a pickle.
Okay.
And that's where we end that.
8 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for uniqueness. 8 out of 10 for like my brain trying to wrap my head around it.
See, it's very different.
That's not what I expected.
Right?
Like salt, they're good. It's interesting. It's mostly just like I think the mental model.
Yeah.
Should be.
Yeah.
So you broke the matrix of this one.
And there you have it.